Thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful to see so many of you here tonight, packed into every corner of this beautiful hall in support of SAGE's mission on behalf of LGBT older people, and to celebrate 3 extraordinary honorees who've made such amazing contributions to our work. Recently, there has been a lot of discussion in the media about LGBT issues, and much of that discussion has been provoked, unfortunately, by tragedy, by the tragic loss of too many LGBT young people to suicide, and here in New York City, by the terrible violence against 3 young gay men in the Bronx. But as always, when we face adversity and suffering, we are moved to respond and inspired by our response. And one of the things that has most provoked my attention is something called the It Gets Better campaign. You may have seen it, right? In the It Gets Better campaign, thousands and thousands of people from around the country, including President Obama, have come together to videotape messages to LGBT young people, telling them that indeed it does get better. Now, that theme is actually very closely connected to SAGE and what SAGE is all about. Because how does it get better for LGBT people? I think we all know how it does. It gets better because we make it better. And SAGE exists for one reason and one reason only, and that is to celebrate and support and honor our LGBT elders who, decade after decade, have worked so hard to make it better for themselves, their loved ones, their friends, their community, and those who follow after them. The fact is that were it not for our LGBT older people who came of age in the 1940s and 1950s and 1960s, and yes, even 1970s, were it not for their courage, were it not for their fortitude in the face of discrimination and marginalization and even beatings, were it not for their determination to continue to fight back, life would not be better for all of us who sit in this room today. But the irony is, as our LGBT pioneers get older, as they have made life better for others, often what they find is that life gets worse for them. Too many LGBT elders find themselves alone, isolated, without friends, without family, without support in their golden years. Too many of them find that they cannot access the services that should be available to all older people in this country. Too many of them are denied basic Social Security benefits and Medicaid and legal protections and are forced to live on the financial margins. This is wrong, and SAGE exists to change all that. And as I stand here tonight, I'm very proud to tell you, but that's exactly what we are doing. We are changing that. 2 weeks ago, SAGE launched the country's first and only National Resource Center on LGBT aging with an historic grant from the federal government. Our National Resource Center is going to transform the landscape for LGBT older people by dramatically increasing the availability of services for them across this country. The federal government's commitment to this National Resource Center is an early victory for SAGE's policy advocacy at the national level, but we are only beginning. And last month, SAGE fulfilled a long-held dream when we purchased a floor in our building on 7th Avenue to serve as SAGE's headquarters and the space for our growing LGBT elder programs. As of today, no LGBT elder in New York City will ever have to wonder if Sage will be here for them. They will always have a home. They will always have a place at Sage. And this dream come true is the result of a very exciting public-private partnership involving funding from New York City, from the Calamus Foundation, and from many wonderful and generous Sage donors. I want to especially thank New York City Council Speaker Christine Quinn, without whose leadership this purchase would never have occurred, this dream would never have come true. I also want to thank Manhattan Borough President Scott Stringer, the board of directors of the Calamus Foundation, and the many individuals and supporters who have made this dream happen. These are but two of the exciting examples of the ways that Sage is making the world better for LGBT older people, and we are doing it with your help. But the reality is we have to do a lot more. The number of LGBT older people is increasing dramatically, and what they need and what they deserve from us is growing. So as I stand here tonight, I need to ask you to do even more. And there are first steps you can take even now. You can be, first, a voice for LGBT older people by reminding anybody who will listen that it is our LGBT pioneers who made life better for us, and now it's our turn to make life better for them. Second, when you are thinking about how to volunteer your time, you can remember that LGBT elder programs need your time, need your energy, need your enthusiasm. And third, when you are thinking about how to invest your financial support, you can remember LGBT older people and remember that they need your help and they need your support. When we do this work together, we will make the world better for LGBT older people, and following in the footsteps of the great pioneers and sage elders who came before us, we will be the ones who made it better. Thank you.